2 new bravery healers have been released. New Year's Kimono Sakura and Valentines Rin. Is Rin worth pulling for? Is she better than Sakura? Today we will compare them both to decide if Rin is worth the pearls. Regardless of the decision, these two still are very awesome healers. Alright, now first we're going to go ahead and get on into comparing their artworks. Now, for many of you, or for some of you, you may wonder, what's the point of comparing their artworks? Well, if you really appreciate this game, and if you appreciate the time they put into making these units, you will definitely learn to appreciate the artwork of each character. And so we're going to start off with their 5-star artwork. This is their 5-star artwork. As we can see, we have Kimono Sakura, New Year Sakura on the left, and Rin on the right. So it's two very different themes, okay? We have the New Year's theme working on the left side with Sakura, and then we have the Valentine's theme working with Rin. We can see the chocolate on Rin, we can see the flower petals on Sakura, the kimono. I guess that represents New Year's. And so now we're gonna go on to their 6-star art, where we can see it's very similar to each other. Now, keep in mind, these two are pullable units from exclusive banners. Sakura from New Year's banner and Rin from the Valentine's banner. Both have a similar 6-star art because they only get a background added to them. As we can see here, they originally start off on their own, but then they get a little background added to the back. Now, is this a little lazy? I mean, it's okay. I don't really mind it too much. What I do kind of mind is that their in-game animation is just this picture, and so I would prefer it to be the actual animation like in other 6-star units, but it's probably because maybe it's not in the Storm series games. Alright, let's go on to the next category, guys. Okay, so now we are going to get into the meat and vegetables of this comparison, where we have Sakura and Rin. The cost of Sakura is 50, okay? This is at max. I mean, this is originally without feeding dupes. The cost of Rin is 40. Both are bravery, both are weak against wisdom, and both are also strong against wisdom, okay? They have that, you know, that's how it works with bravery and wisdom units. Now, the max HP for Sakura is 1846, while the max HP for Rin way lower, 902. Now, Sakura really kills Rin in terms of stats, I have to admit, okay? The max attack for Sakura is 1426, while Rin's at 888, okay? Now, Sakura is a small ranged unit, while Rin is a large range. So you will be getting more range with Rin, but weaker stats. But the cost is also a lot cheaper, and it'll be easier to get dupes of Rin, considering that she can be a guaranteed pull in a multi on the Valentine's banner. Overall, in attack and HP though, Sakura definitely beats Rin by a long shot, but in range and cost, Rin is ahead. Not that easy to decide. So now we are taking a quick look at their field skills and their buddy skills, guys. Sakura's field skill restores 150 HP through 200 HP depending on how close you are to her. Her buddy skill reduces damage from wisdom enemies by 30%. That's actually really good for a buddy skill if you bring them to like bravery raids or wisdom raids. Now Rin's restores HP as well by a little bit less, as you guys guys can see, but her buddy skills is also a heal. Now that's interesting right there. I believe it really depends, but both are so good. It's such a close run here, guys, for real. It's not that easy to decide. Okay, so now we have their ninjutsus and their ultimate jutsus. Sakura's is a whopping 3 little chakra. That's right, only 3 chakra to cast her first heal, which is 2,125 HP. Meanwhile, her ultimate, that's the double, 6 chakra, 6 times attack damage to one enemy, to all. So it is an AoE jutsu to all enemies in range. Okay, now Rin is a little more expensive, just a little bit more, with only 1 more chakra bar, 4 chakra instead of 3. She restores more health though, and she has the added bonus of the immobilization removal status. So if a person is immobilized, one of your teammates, you can remove their immobilization status. I believe Tsunade also has the same thing. Now, Rin also has an AoE jutsu, meaning it hits more than one enemy at once, but it is 10 times damage. Now keep in mind, she does have less damage than Sakura, so the 10 times helps balance it out a little more. But yeah, so she has 10 times to all enemies. So both have AoE ultimates. So to decide, it would have to be their ninjutsu, and I'm leaning a little bit more towards Rin because she provides more health and utility. Now, while it's true Sakura does have cheaper chakra, 1 chakra is not that much big of a difference, at least not yet. In future raids it may be, but you can manage 4 chakra really well as well. You know, you can manage it pretty good. So I would say Rin definitely has a better regular heal. It is just 1 more chakra, guys, but it definitely is worth it. Alright guys, so now we're going to go ahead and move on into their abilities. We're going to start with Sakura, where she has immobilization resistance, which lowers the rate of getting immobilized by 10%. She has a health boost, which raises by 100, another immobilization resistance, and she has a little something special and different, something called combination health recovery that restores 100 health during combination attacks, guys. So basically, if you're doing a combination attack with this Sakura in your team, you will be getting 100 health for every combination attack. That's a pretty unique ability. But and she also has recovers with map movement. That is not on the field. That is when you go to another map, she recovers extra health. You guys get that? And I believe it's also 100 or something like that. Yeah, it's not that much actually, but she does get an extra boost recovering. Now let's go on to Rin, where actually no, let me correct that, guys. Sakura recovers 300 health when she goes on to the next map. Now Rin has a self-healing ability which restores 100 health every single turn. Okay, she has an attack boost which boosts her attack by 200, and she has 3 health boosts, guys. Okay, and the health boosts her health every single time by 200 points. So you saw her original stats. If you unlock her abilities, add 200 to the health 3 times more, and to the attack 1 times more. And she has a self-healing, which is every turn she heals. Now guys, this is a pretty close match, really tight here. Okay, so who do I choose for the win? Let's be honest, okay, it's not that easy of a choice. So instead, I'm going to choose to leave it up to you guys to decide.